One today, the investigation into the air show collision continues at this hour. Ahead, we hear from one man who rushed to help the crew as they parachuted to the ground.
And I'm tracking your forecast where we're seeing some partly cloudy skies here on a Tuesday. Who could see, though, the chance for some isolated showers ahead?
Well, nice and mild outside, certainly a great day for gardening. And if you've already tended to your own plants today, well, there's some work needed in a community garden nearby. How you can help. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here on KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Laura Papetti. It is good to see you on this Tuesday. We do begin with a traffic alert for drivers. This is just coming in right now. Happening near Pullman. State Route 270 is closed in both directions at the US 195 interchange. WSDOT, the Department of Transportation, says this is due to police activity. What we don't know right now is why there is police activity in that area. However, that alert stands right now that 270 is closed in both directions at the US 195 interchange just west of Pullman. We are certainly tracking this story and we'll keep you updated right here on KREM 2. And of course, you can follow along on KREM.com as well and KREM 2 Plus. All right. In the meantime, we're going to head outside to Jenny Power. She is standing by in the KREM 2 Outdoor Weather Center. Jenny, absolutely gorgeous right now. We can see the sunshine on you, but we do have some scattered showers in the forecast.
Yeah, that are specifically, Laura, for some of our northern counties. So while we're seeing some sunshine here in Spokane, 61 degrees currently, we're watching for the chance of some scattered showers popping up a little bit further north here. So still a little bit unsettled for some folks, but right now it's definitely feeling warmer today. We're already in the upper 60s out towards central Washington for Wenatchee as well as Moses Lake, 62 degrees in Coeur d'Alene, 63 for Sandpoint up in North Idaho. That also is seeing a few more clouds than what we're seeing across the central part of the state. Current satellite and radar, here's some of those light scattered showers that are popping up just up toward the far northeast corner of Washington and through the very North Idaho panhandle. So that is something that we're going to watch out for as we continue to head through the rest of this afternoon. As we take a look at our convective outlook, these areas shaded in green here do still hang on to the chance of some isolated thunderstorms for northeast Washington and through the North Idaho panhandle. But finally, Spokane here kind of out of that section of green on your screen. As we take a look at what's to come through the rest of this afternoon and into this evening, we're looking at mostly dry conditions. We'll see some increasing clouds through late afternoon into early evening with the Spokane Indians game tonight. Also, it's KREM 2 night out at the ballpark. We're going to be seeing temperatures around first pitch in the low 60s. It'll be mostly cloudy, and we're looking to hang on to mostly dry conditions throughout the course of the game. But a full timeout here of that incoming system for who could see those isolated showers through the rest of this evening. That's ahead. Laura.
It is election day in Idaho and the polls are open right now until 8 o'clock this evening. And a reminder, if you are not already registered to vote, you can do so at the polls. You just need to bring a valid photo ID and show some proof of being a resident. Keep in mind, absentee ballots must be received by election officials by the time polls close to be counted. Some things you can expect on your ballot: the gubernatorial race and 2 U.S. House seats, as well as 1 U.S. Senate seat. Because this election is a primary, that means that candidates in each party who receive the most votes will then go on to the general election. For more information on the Idaho primary, you can visit our website, KREM.com. We have it posted there. The man who pleaded guilty to killing a 42-year-old man in the Garland district back in 2024 is in court today for sentencing. 28-year-old Caleb Carter shot Joshua Payne following an incident that started in their vehicles. Carter entered a guilty plea last month, and his attorneys are asking for a sentence of about 28 years behind bars. The trial for a Spokane woman accused of killing her ex-boyfriend in 2024 as well has been pushed back at least until next month, since Cynthia Khalil was set to go on trial yesterday. However, her attorneys did not appear in court. This case has 2 assigned public defenders. Court documents show 1 public defender has been on FMLA leave since April 29th. Then the second attorney requested FMLA leave yesterday morning, leaving Khalil in the courtroom without an attorney.
When we hear that a defense attorney can take off 3 days before trial with no explanation, no reason.
It's shocking. It's embarrassing to the legal community. It's unfortunate for Ms. Khalil, who is once again sitting here ready for trial.
So court documents show the trial date was already pushed back twice in the last month. Despite multiple setbacks, the judge says a trial date is now set for June 15th and decided the public defender that was in the courtroom yesterday will be filling in as counsel for the time being. This comes as there is an active lawsuit that claims Spokane County is failing to meet state standards for public defender caseloads, leaving attorneys overworked and some clients without enough time for their defense. In court, the judge said outside issues within the public defender's office should not have an impact on court proceedings. Right now, we know one pilot was hospitalized after parachuting out of the colliding jets in the Idaho Air Show, and you're taking a look at that video right now. The pilot's injuries, we're told, are non-life-threatening, and the other 3 that were involved are expected to be okay as well. The cause of the crash is still under investigation, and military officials say they are working to recover the crashed jets right now. And today we are hearing from one of the first people to get to the scene of that crash. His name is Stephen Everett, and he says he was watching the show from a nearby field. That's when he saw the crash, and he immediately rushed over to help the crew members when they hit the ground.
Everybody was honestly pretty good. We got to them just when they landed, and they were all up and moving around. We just made sure that everything was okay. There was one that had blood from his glasses impacting his face. There was one that kind of got a little bit concussed, and so we just basically stabilized him until the rest of the medics showed up.
So Everett says he is hopeful he can reunite with all the pilots sometime soon. Well, sweeping tariffs and tourism troubles are causing issues for some businesses. Ahead, a small business shares why they may have to raise their prices.